Well, greetings, all you armchair Imagineers. Tiki here.
AdvBlueDude.
And Monkey, and this is not the wildest ride in the wilderness!
No, it is not. This is Nuts and Bolts, the show where we dive into theme park attractions from the other side of the Disney pond. All right, I'm going to quit doing that voice.
A bit of Kill Bosby there.
I went Bill Cosby, oh dear.
Kill Bosby.
What? Wait, what? What are you talking about? Okay, you lost me, like, right instantly.
It's some jerk with a camera thing.
Okay.
Yeah. You know.
Alright, right on. No, I don't. You lie. I don't know who he is.
You've referenced him before?
I have no idea what you're talking about. Moving on, Monkey. What are we here to actually discuss this evening?
Well, let's check the title of the video. I'm thinking it's the Calico Mine Train. Is that it?
No.
No, you're right. It's the Calico Mine. It's the Mine Ride, not the Mine Train. Oh no.
How dare you?
Get off of our channel right now. Never come back.
Leave the window open. Leave this room.
Hey. Well, then you're gonna lack someone with the experience now, won't you?
All right, fair enough. Good argument. So, Monkey, with that in mind, what is your personal experience with Knott's Berry Farm? Now, keep in mind, you and Mew, now that Mew is back from his big trip to Europe officially, I think you and Mew need to get in. Yeah,
I thought about that lately. Yeah, maybe if we're lucky, we can get to that over the summer.
I was thinking, you two need to get on overdrive trying to make it happen. But you and Mew have been trying
me and Monkey, we'll clone me and do that.
Yes.
But go on.
You and yourself have been trying to get a Knott's Berry Farm podcast, just where you and him kind of just go over all your memories and whatnot. So, saving some of those personal stories for that podcast, what can you tell us generally about your experiences with Knott's Berry Farm?
Okay, so if there were to be like a top 3 parks I visit, Knott's probably ranks in at number 3. It's like, I remember I went several times. I'd go several times when I was younger. Earlier on, it was kind of mainly just Camp Snoopy, but young child, you can't blame it. Sure,
of course.
At some point, it just kind of started to wane, and maybe kind of losing the appeal. I remember like I think I went once around summer '07. Yeah, it was like that time, and then it just it just kind of stopped. But then ever since '09, now it's a once a year place for me.
Okay.
Yeah. You would not
what?
It's pretty interesting. It's like the new tradition is like for Christmas Eve. That's what I do, and it's actually really manageable there on Christmas Eve.
Well,
I announced that on air. Now everyone's gonna crowd in on Christmas Eve.
Well, no, it's just because the trendy thing to do is go to Disney. So that's what I like about Knott's Berry Farm in general. Is it's just kind of a down-home theme park. You know what I mean? That's what it's always advertised.
It really does have a good charm to it.
Right. And they have Billy Hill.
Oh, yeah, They do now. Or you mean Crazy Kirk.
Whatever. It's the musician.
Yeah.
I am thrilled that they have him, and that is honestly, like, the deciding factor. Next time I go to SoCal, I am most definitely going to Knott's.
Yeah.
Because I will miss the living hell out of him in Disneyland.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, screw you, Disneyland. I'm going to take one less day with you and go over to Knott's Berry Farm.
Yeah. and they have the Catawampus. That's a major point earner.
Oh, definitely. Have you seen Crazy Kirk yet?
I have not.
No? You didn't get a chance to see him on your trip on Monday?
No. Yeah, this guy here made me break tradition. Oh, okay, I voluntarily decided to do that, but he gave me the incentive.
Wait, what are you talking about? You actually went to the park, right? Or did you not?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean
instead of just being like one a year, then yeah.
Oh, right on. So
yeah, I still had a nice time. I mean, I'm fine keeping it at the one a year, but nevertheless, good time. Nice time.
All right, right on.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I thought I made you break tradition of because your whole thing about
what?
When I pitched this podcast to you initially.
Oh yeah, that. Yeah, like,
Yeah.
yeah, I could, but you know, I'm really Yeah, basically, I can be kind of stubborn about these things, maybe, or maybe I'm being
It's
hard on
okay
myself.
though. I kind of understand. Like his whole thing was you just didn't want to watch a POV of it without actually experiencing it.
Yeah, and if I didn't go yesterday, then I probably wouldn't have ended up in here until like exactly 6 months from now. What are the
Oh,
odds? Wow, timing!
Oh, Jesus. Timing!
Oh wait. Oh holy shit! It's half Christmas.
6 months till Christmas Eve, everyone. Yay!
Yeah,
Christmas,
start the
everybody.
countdown!
Woohoo! Time to do the right cast.
Tonight is the night.
Oh,
that
yeah,
we sing
that.
half of a Christmas Carol.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anyways, Monkey. So
Anyway,
we're
so-
here to talk specifically about an attraction that's really been kind of the heart and soul of Knott's Berry Farm in a lot of ways. Well, this and the log ride, of course. But we're talking about the Calico mine ride. So what are some of your experiences early on with this attraction?
Okay, I think when I was around 6 or so, I went on it. I saw the guy in the elevator. He freaked me out, and I closed my eyes for the rest of the ride.
Oh, I can relate, my friend. Oh my God! I bet if I went on the ride, I'd probably close my eyes. Like,
I'll kind of get to that later. But let's see. Yeah, I don't remember much else aside of one point. I guess it was going through a cavern or something like. And there's like, yeah, it's so deep, like, hello! And it makes an echo, and everyone in the train's like, hello!
oh my God.
I don't remember if I went back on, like, the first return annual visits, but, yeah, so I've been going on it again for, like, the past 5 years at most. And it is it's pretty cool, like. So this one time I was there, kind of like a sort of special thing last year, long story, but pretty interesting. So, in this thing, like, not only was I the first person to go on the mine ride that night, I had the whole train to myself.
Oh, wow. Oh.
That was something. That was neat.
Yeah, I bet. Oh, wow. That must have been great.
Oh, yeah.
So was it just you and the conductor? So was there, like, a little dialogue going on between you two?
No,
Or
he's
he was
still
just doing the
normal
narration?
spiel.
Right on,
Yeah.
right on.
Mhm.
I have a couple questions about the layout of this ride, actually.
Okay.
Because I've watched a couple POVs and I can't quite figure it out.
Yeah,
So,
on TPR they have this OC register picture of the layout.
oh, really? Well,
Yeah, if you go on the rides page, they have it in the photos.
Oh, okay, but
yeah, so go on.
But essentially, whoa, camera. Sorry about that. But essentially, let me fix that. Ooh. So the ride starts out. What I like about the ride is basically it's structured to be like you see the glory hole twice.
3 times.
Oh, really? 3 times?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Okay, so there's once from below, once from above. What's the third time?
Kind of above.
Okay, so you see it
Practically
twice
above.
from above. Okay,
Yeah,
right on.
it's a
Right
little
on.
lower end, and it's kind of near the end, like right before the big finale. But
Oh, okay. I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah. So I just really love the fact that this ride's kind of designed around this one massive
Sort of is.
set piece.
you know, if I may mention it, it is probably one of the most immersive theme park rides I have been on.
Like, would you say that like even before the big refurb, or
Yes.
does the big refurb?
Yeah, even before the refurb.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, because like like in a lot of rides, like look up and theming ends, ceiling, lighting equipment, and such.
I was gonna mention that. I really like
not
how
on
there's-
this ride. No.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And of course, there's the Carlsbad Caverns kind of style part of the attraction that everyone kind of refers to as this attraction's equivalent of the Rainbow Caverns.
Oh, the Heaven Room.
Yeah, if that's what you call it.
I think that's what it's called.
Okay,
But, like,
okay.
Yeah, it's the Rainbow Caverns bit. So.
The one with all the stalagmites and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I can just imagine, like, because Walt Disney did have some personal history, like, helping to design that particular part of the attraction. And now, this is kind of just a little bit of a long story, so bear with me.
Okay.
On the Extinct Attractions Club, if any of you have watched the Pirates of the Caribbean documentary that they did, Rod Miller Sorry. Rod Miller does. He tells a really interesting story about how he and Walt used to go down to Carlsbad Caverns, and Walt at one point stayed the whole night, and in this one like massive room, and so that was the inspiration for the caverns in Pirates of the Caribbean. But he also encouraged Bud Hurlbut, who was designing the Mine Train ride. Basically, the quote was, "Bud, you just got to put in more stalagmites. Just more of them. Just more of them. Put in as many as you possibly can." And I just love that.
And of course, you know the story about when Walt went to go on the ride.
No, tell that.
Okay, so Walt, I found it really cool how I guess Walt Disney and Walter Knott were friends. Apparently.
Yeah, they really were.
Yeah, I love that. Anyway, so like Walt is like he and Bud Hurlbut are like the ride's just open. They're gonna go on it, and of course, with one of the revolutionary things with Calico was its hidden queue. Like you have all these switchbacks outside.
What do you mean? Explain that.
Okay, so there are all these switchbacks outside. I mean, I've never had to go to them. So then you go under the sign. So you think, okay, I'm through the switchbacks, and there's not really anyone here. So yay, I'm about to get on. And there's a whole path winding up the mountain to get to the station.
Oh wow! Oh wow!
Yeah.
Okay.
So like I guess you could kind of compare it to like the switchbacks outside Indy, and then there's the rest of the queue inside.
Sure, right.
But I mean, not on as huge a scale. So of course Walt gets fooled by this, sees the whole rest of the line. You sneaky SOB!
Oh my god, that's great. Oh, that's just wonderful.
Yeah. That is.
All right, so any other interesting little tidbits to share about the original?
What is there? No. If I may make an observation,
Sure.
there's this video on TPR of like a West Coast Bash Q&A like back in 2011. And around the end, near the end, some kid asked like, "Are you planning to? You think you'll ever put more realistic animatronics in the log ride or the mine ride?" And they basically answer him, we want to keep it as. We don't want to really modernize it too much. We want to keep it as close to the original as possible. Skip ahead a couple of years. Updates.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still close to the spirit of the original in both cases, but yeah.
All right, so with that in mind, I think before we talk about the mine train, do you want to just talk a little bit about your thoughts about the new Timber Mountain log ride?
Oh, I love that. I love it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like, admittedly, I haven't been on the original log ride since I was like, I don't know, 7, 8, maybe 9
Yeah,
or so.
right.
Yeah, so like the last few years, I've just been going on the Christmas version.
Oh God. Yeah, that's right.
But
how was the Christmas version?
Personally, I really enjoyed it, but let me just say this. If the dolls on Small World creep you out, I really hope you never went on the Christmas version.
Oh my.
Like all these little wooden elf characters in there.
Oh God.
Terrifying. And of course, because they can't do the overlays anymore, so last year I noticed some of those elves were in store windows outside the park. Like in the marketplace.
Oh Jesus. Okay.
They live! But yeah, so honestly, like, yeah, the log ride, it turned out so well. I mean, like, it's timeless. It's so timeless. It is so repeatable. There's so much detail and such in there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the case, like with both Calico and the mine ride, and the log ride. But
honestly, I might prefer the log ride a bit more, but
okay.
Yeah.
But with that in mind, you want to kind of go beat by beat, in about 10 minutes and kind of explain the new mine ride.
Yeah, I have to say, personally, the kind of way I feel about it is that, like, except for like the new figures and updated effects and such, it still is pretty much the same ride. It's like,
yeah, I agree with you, and I
yeah,
think I
it's
really
like,
like that about it because it
yeah,
really holds true to the history, and
indeed.
and I feel like so with that quote you brought up, I feel like Knots they weren't necessarily lying; they were just kind of slyly getting around the
Mhm.
question. They're like,
Yeah,
oh well, it's our duty to keep the attraction as close to the original as possible.
yeah,
I mean, that's what they did to a
yeah,
certain extent, so
yeah.
it's great.
I mean, kind of like in contrast, like the log ride got a new scene or two, like with the hootenanny around the end, but
Right.
yeah, I guess each works for their own things, and and there is a bit more like the new ride does have more interaction and maybe a touch more story if, and by that I mean kind of like a line of foreshadowing, but
Yeah. Oh my god.
but okay, I will admit I feel that probably the biggest change about the ride, in my opinion, and the hilarious part is it's probably unintentional. It's way fucking creepier. I mean, yeah, with the original, you had these, the mannequins.
I hear ya. Right,
Creepy,
right.
but yeah,
That's
they're creepy.
creepy
But
in
then
its
these
own
guys,
way.
I mean, Garner Holt. I mean, they look amazing, but the movements, not as much. Well,
Oh
welcome
god.
to the Calico Mine. I hope you're right. Like, you know that those SNL sketches with like the creepy carnival animatronics?
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, you could probably draw some comparisons.
Oh wow. So yeah, I imagine the glory hole.
And a couple of these guys interact with you.
Okay, right.
But anyway, so beat by beat, you say?
Yeah, if you want.
Very well.
As quick as you can.
Okay, so there's a couple of things I've noticed missing, like before you even go inside, that have been taken out. One is like in the station, like in the little room before you get on the train. Before the refurb, they had this glass case and it had like this replica of a gold nugget in it or something. This
Oh,
really
okay.
old gold nugget.
Right.
That's no longer there. Oh well. I don't know. I felt it was a nice kind of educational detail.
In
But
its
whatever.
place.
Yeah, and for whatever reason, like in the old version, when you're going in, the archway has a little thing that says tunnel number 1.
Mm-hmm.
It's not there anymore. Weird.
Oh, that's kind of sad.
Yeah.
All right.
So we're going in, and then there's the greeter who's up ahead, just standing frozen until the first car reaches him.
Oh god.
Yeah, like the animatronics are like who are programmed to just do the specific things for when a train passes. Like they're frozen until the first car reaches them.
Oh wow. Oh god. So that alone is just disconcerting. Where it's like, so you're coming up and you see this frozen guy and just walks up to
yeah, especially in like the first car.
Calico Mine.
Yeah, or like this guy we'll get to later is like, can't be too careful in this mine. But anyway, so you see the greeter. I kind of like how they established early on that there are people in the mine.
Sure, right.
Because before, like, no people until, like, the elevator or the glory hole. That's, like, 2 scenes in.
But that's one of the things I like about the mine ride in general, compared to something like Big Thunder, is it's, like, fully populated.
Yeah.
But, okay, go ahead.
Okay, so then we have the Devil's Paint... No, wait, is Devil's Paint Pots the Disneyland thing?
That's Disneyland.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever the pots are. They're steaming again. I don't think I ever saw them steam, so yeah, like I remember there's this in the old ride, there's this bit like now a whole bunch of steam comes out of it, but I remember you'd pass it, you could like hear steam or something, but nothing would come out. There's supposed to be steam coming out of that, isn't there? Now
Right. So you're like, alright, great.
So then it's the glory hole. I mean, just skipping past the elevator guy. Like, I guess the guy in there is animated now. But there's this picture of him. Like, it's like on MiceChat or TPR. I don't remember which. Yeah, I think it's on MiceAge. And the picture they took of the guy in the elevator, he kind of looks like a serial killer.
Oh, jeez.
Like a pickaxe murderer.
I mean, in a way, they all kind of look like pickaxe murderers. It's like Calico Mine is just like a hideout for pickaxe murderers. And
Maybe
that's
they can
why
make that a Halloween haunt theme.
What?
Pickaxe murderers in the mine. That can be the
Oh,
theme for
that would
haunt.
be so awesome.
Like,
And they could expand it into the ghost town and have like a whole bunch of like wanted posters and shit.
because they're
Oh
still
my
gonna do
God.
Halloween overlays for the mine, right?
Okay, cool. And they could have like, just literally like people like just dead on the ground with pickaxes in their back. Just shit like that all around Ghost Town.
Yeah. Right. In a ghost town, yeah. So.
Oh God.
So the
Okay,
glory
go ahead.
hole.
Yeah.
Because I think like the first time I went on it yesterday, get to the glory hole, I think it got a whoa out of me. Whoa.
It got a whoa out of me just based on watching the video.
Yeah,
so yeah.
like now because now it's like there's more people, there's more animation, there's a donkey.
There's the cool shadow effect.
But which is that?
Oh, I think it's where the two miners are just, I don't know, they're going back and forth and doing something. You might have missed it.
Yeah, I might have missed it.
Yeah. But yeah, overall, you're right. It's like that room is as immersive and probably impressive as anything in Pirates, I think.
Yeah. Maybe
Would
even
you
a little
agree?
more.
Maybe even a little more, perhaps.
Yeah, I could. Yeah, I might actually argue this could possibly be a bit more immersive than Pirates.
Oh, wow.
Or they're both really immersive, but, like I said, the enclosedness of the whole mine and everything.
Absolutely, right.
Yeah.
That'd be high praise.
Yeah, so
Right.
then it's like...
Yeah.
So after that, there's like the fishing room, or first water room, or whatever. I don't know if there were fish before, but there are fish now, and you can only really see them from the right side of the train, so...
But they look cool, though. I really like that
Yeah.
little detail.
Yeah, they do. Oh yeah, and if I may mention, there are the 3 new spiels on pre-recorded spiels instead of the live one.
Oh, okay, right.
Yeah. It's a little it can be a bit hard to hear at times, but yeah, I'd say it works better than the live one.
Okay, because the live one was a bit awkward at times. It kind of depended on
it was
how
like-
good your person was.
I guess like it was a bit loud,
Mhm,
maybe kind of hard to
right.
understand.
Yeah, kind of like a Six Flags, like, welcome to the Calico mine train today.
Oh, welcome to... Hold on, let me try and imagine. Welcome aboard the Calico mine! See them stalagmites and stalactites, they sure are purty.
Oh God. All right, so moving
that
forward,
room.
what's ahead?
The room with the waterfalls, which
Which
That's-
is fucking
yeah, that's-
gorgeous.
like this whole immersion thing I'm going on about, that's a room that really comes to mind.
Definitely.
And they added a new guy in there, like with a hose. I guess it's hydraulic mining.
I was gonna ask you about that. Like, what the fuck is he doing?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I just found out. Like, yeah, I don't think I'd heard of that before, of hydraulic mining. Education! And then you reach that one room where people are working, and now you pass... Before it used to be just some old guy, like, who would raise a flag. Now it's some old Irish guy who foreshadows the finale. You can't be too careful in this here mine. One stray spark and we'll all be blasted to kingdom come.
Oh my God, that's beautiful, stifted animatronic animation monkey.
Why, thank you, sir. Enjoy the rest of your stay and look out for stray sparks.
Oh my God. All right, so we only got like 10 minutes, so keep going.
Okay, so and then you go up the lift. You go up the lift hill, and you might want to prepare to get comfortable with the people next to you if you haven't already. Yeah, no seatbelts or safety restraints on this ride, just a door. That's basically the only...
Oh wow, that's crazy. And
Yeah,
now, is there actual like kind of droppage and speed in this ride at all?
It's sort of near the end, but
Right.
it's more of like... but the descent is like...
Now
kind
let
of
me
sort of
see. Could you
slight.
compare it to something like Casey Jr.?
Yeah, kind of like Casey Jr.
Okay, that's kind of what I was picturing.
Well, but not like when you come off the lift and you really do drop.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so not like that. More like just how it kind of slowly just descends.
All right, so
Twists.
quickly, let's get through the rest of this.
Okay, so you go up and you pass what's probably my favorite new character. It's the guy with the canary. And he's all angry. It's like, I have to sit up here all alone all day with a canary. He doesn't actually say that, but his expression, like maybe I'll write a short play about him someday.
Oh yes, please, or at least a skit. Just
a skit thing.
Put it on YouTube, and that'd be amazing.
Like that. Upload it to the channel, perhaps.
Yes.
That,
yes.
And then
please do that.
What was it? They added some bats.
Okay, so my 7-year-old self would be terrified.
Well, they don't fly around. Like, they're all just hanging from the ceiling. I think a few of them open their wings. But
my 7-year-old self had an immense and totally irrational fear of anything bat-related.
Okay. Well, if you just look to the left, it'll be fine. To the left side of the train.
It wouldn't be fine for my 7-year-old self. It would not be fine. Just saying.
Okay.
Okay, but moving on.
So now, the Heaven Room. Something I like about the new version is how... Because like in old, you just enter and it's all lit up and the organ music is playing. That's a great piece of music, by the way. Just the organ. And they kind of redid it for the new ride. I mean, it sounds really similar, but, you know, more fresh and updated and good sounding.
And yay, stereophonic and whatnot.
Yay, yeah. Yeah, it's like the organ of it, I think kind of reminds me of this one Aardman short called Stage Fright. Check it out someday, but... Yeah, so now when you go in, it's dark. Like you can kind of see the stalagmites, but there's not like all the color or whatever. And then whoever's narrating is like, "Hey, it's kind of dark up here. Hey, driver, turn on, give us some light." And then all the colors come on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think the colors might have been really more.
Cool. So that's a really good cue. Nice.
Yeah, and that's when the music comes on with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think the colors might have been brighter in the older version, but oh well.
I think that might help in a way, though, because would that not help with the immersion factor?
Maybe. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I think it's been said like second or third car is the best.
Mm-hmm.
I would agree with that because like if you're in like the far like front right corner of the first car, when the train comes to a stop in the Heaven Room, you're gonna get a lovely view of a rock. So it's probably in the old version too, but...
Oh, wow. Yeah. I got a rock.
And Charlie Brown's in the park.
That's right.
Perfect.
Have a Charlie Brown animatronic there. I got a rock.
Well, that's something we might be able to address later, but anyway, so Heaven Room, eventually you leave out of there and enter what might be the creepiest scene in the ride with the miners who've struck gold.
Right.
And especially with some of the music still kind of trailing in. Like, you have those two guys shrouded in the kind of blue-green light laughing, and then you have that old guy who's holding the rock and he's just... It's like he looks like Dumbledore if he starved himself, got a job as a prospector, and went insane. And he's just standing, and you can like see the support that he's attached to, and he's just laughing. And the worst part is he's kind of making eye contact with you.
Oh my! Oh, that's terrifying.
Yeah, it's funny. I remember like a friend of mine said about the new log ride, like it was terrifying, like. All the characters in there, as he put it, had Kristen Stewart eyes.
Oh, Jesus. All right, so quickly wrap it up.
Okay, so quickly, you pass by the glory hole again. There are a few new animatronics. And then one of the new animatronics that you pass by before you go outside it's totally Jack Nicholson. Just standing there with a rock.
Oh my
God. Right before you go outside, there's this guy. He was there in the old version, but he was just like some mannequin standing there. Pretty creepy. And now he's like kind of pushing a cart and he's all nervous for some reason. So then you're up above outside and they added a couple buzzards. That's a great touch. Okay, so then you go back inside and as you pass by the glory hole again, the train is starting to pick up speed and it's kind of descending. And you're heading right towards the blasting area. And now it's like I like the new dialogue there, like, "Stop that train! It's too late!"
Yeah.
And then there's blasting. and it's been updated in the new version.
Big Thunder Blast or Calico Blast?
You mean preference?
Yeah.
Maybe Big Thunder.
Okay.
I mean, at least, especially when the smoke actually works.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. So like, although there is way more effort in the new Calico Mind Blast is way more convincing than the old version. I think all I remember is like the ceiling might have been kind of falling in.
From the video, yeah, it was like this. The video I saw, the ceiling was falling in. It's like, ooh, smoke.
Yeah, but now you have video
Fucking
on
fog.
rocks and in the falling and a whole ton of smoke.
Oh,
And you feel
right.
and as you leave the scene, you feel a whoosh of air,
Oh, that's
rush
cool.
of wind. Yeah.
All right,
And
so
then there's
really
the
quick,
smoke being shot out of, and then there's the smoke as you exit out, being shot out of the rock work.
So really quickly, what are your overall thoughts on the new Calico Mine ride?
Quite good. Another score for Knots.
Indeed, and we have kind of run out of time, so we
Yeah.
really can't discuss
Yeah.
future plans, but we might do
Yeah.
that in a future video.
Yeah, it's okay if I make a quick comment or something.
Really
So-
quick.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's like the hidden queue. That's not the only trick they're pulling. I mean, like, because outside there's a train outside. It just sits there. But the way it looks from down below, it kind of looks like it's getting ready to pull into the station. So
Oh
you
my
might think-
god.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Especially
great.
if there's another tunnel that the track leads into. Like, okay, there's the tunnel it comes out of, and there's the train. It's about to pull into the station. Wrong.
Alright, so AdvBlueDude, you've been fucking silent like the whole time. What
Yeah.
are your
What is your
overall
little brother sleeping next to you?
thoughts?
Yes. All this time.
Yeah.
Bye.
For the past week, he has not moved, eaten, pooped, or woken.
Wait for the wait for the front car to pass him, then he'll move.
Oh my. Okay,
No.
quickly.
Hi, Blue Dude. I'm
looks like a
awake
really-
now.
No, it looks like a really good ride.
Yeah.
I really like what Garner Holt did with it and what he's been doing with Knots and just parks in general. Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah. So yeah, just great fucking ride.
Yeah.
You done good. Well
I
done.
guess we'll see what's coming to the boardwalk in 2015.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it's
Yeah.
something to do with the old KOD building.
Like I said, we'll have to probably make a whole new speculation video about that in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe you and I will discuss it in our podcast, but
possibly. All right, everyone. So thank you for watching this down home room tune video, and yeah. All right. All right. See you guys later.
yeah, let's go to the saloon and get a sarsaparilla.
Hell yeah.